Can you comply with my request?
Where's your water department?
Ma'am, you're totally wrong. This would become a legal matter if you choose to go this route.
Should I go over FOIA law with you?
No, I don't need to see that.
Show me the statute.
Sir?
Can you show me the statute?
Sir.
Who are you? Wait,
What do you mean, who am I?
who are you with?
What do you mean?
I have the right to record, ma'am. I have permission here with me. I'll be waiting for the statute. Thank you.
I'll be waiting for the book, sir.
Ma'am, this is going to turn out a legal matter.
Okay, sir.
This is going to become a legal matter.
Today's video takes us to Wilmette, Illinois, with a stop at the Community Recreation and Parks District, where we find Georgie Boy, who's making some demands on these people. He wants these records to be prominently displayed and immediately available, and he's not leaving until he gets his way. Let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy, Goat Boy!
Alrighty, guys, your favorite auditor, audit them, the one who encourages you to audit them. We're back on duty. We are in the Wilmette Park District. It's been a while that I'm always out here in the field. So we're going to be checking on Section 4 and everything else with FOIA. They have to have records prominently displayed. They cannot conceal them. Hi, ma'am. Which floor is the Park District?
This is the park district.
This is the Park District, great. I need to know what's the total amount of operating budget here. I don't know if you know it or not. I can't assume, right? Yeah.
That would be done at the app. I know you're not recording me.
Yeah, I'm recording audio
Right.
and video.
Don't record me.
I'm
I can
monitoring.
take you to the court. Do not record me.
I'm monitoring government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest.
Do not record me.
Yes.
You don't have permission to record me.
Oh, yes, I do.
You do not have.
I need to know the operating budget.
I don't know it. Can you not record me?
Yes,
Thank
I am.
You.
I have the right
Can
to.
you not record me?
I have the right to.
Hi, I have a young man recording me here. I'm at 3000 Glenview Road. I asked him not to record me on camera.
Ma'am, you're being disorderly, ma'am. Oh, Goat Boy's gonna have you arrested. He's gonna do a citizen's arrest. He's a FOIA fool, all right.
I'm monitoring government to ensure it is being
I'm not the
conducted in the
government,
public
so-
interest.
Hi,
Yes.
you're speaking with Jeanette. He's recording me. Can you send an officer over here, please? Thank you. Yes, I do. Hutchison. And I don't want him recording me.
She's very hostile.
Can you not record me?
She's belligerent as well. She's very belligerent as well. She's hostile and belligerent.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
What would you need to call the police for?
Because you're recording me without my permission.
That's not a crime.
It is.
Thank you for showing us how you represented this town. You see what I'm saying? How many places have I been to already? Now she's peeking through that window right there. Now we're gonna record everything in plain sight here. See, now here's the thing. If these folks had the total amount of operating budget here, if they had everything prominently displayed, it would have been a different story.
Hey, Shady Shade Ganayam, you're the one that's hostile and belligerent, but you can't see it that way, can you? No, those who are blind cannot see. Did you know that, Goat Boy? Yeah, everything has to be prominently displayed for Goat Boy, or else he's going to file a complaint.
Instead of this government representative saying, you know, just talking in a casual way, in a professional way, she decides to just really be belligerent, which is uncalled for. This is an adult sitting here behind the counter, and how she's acting is extremely irrational and questionable. I simply came in here. I don't know who this employee is. I can't assume if they know the operating budget amount or not. But what I could do is ask. I could ask them, and they could make it available as required by law. So here they are peeking behind the curtains. And by the way, guys, me and a partner of mine, we were reading the American with Disabilities Act, and it was very disturbing what it mentioned in regards to characterizing some of the government staff members here.
What does the ADA have to do with requesting FOIA? Yeah, the Arabian outlaw. He thinks he's an adult. You think you're an adult? You're an esquire. You're a goat herder. You're a POS, a public official servant. Yeah, GoatBoy thinks he's going to be elected to public office one day. Who the hell would vote for him? Oh, the goat herders of Kazakhstan, of course.
So immediately, what she decided to do is she wanted to call the police here.
Okay?
Hey, how's it going?
I said don't record.
What's going on?
What's happening? What were the police called here for?
I'm trying to find out the same thing.
What's your identifier, sir?
Officer Donatis, badge number 566.
Alrighty. This is gonna go two ways today.
Okay.
This employee right here is gonna these employees are gonna comply with the law, or there's gonna be charges filed for disorderly conduct. Okay, that's all I have to mention to the police as of right now.
Okay.
Yep. Well, let me ask you another question. What was the description? What was the reason why you were called here for?
I'm still trying to figure that out as well, sir.
What was the notes on your computer from dispatcher?
It just says, it's very vague, just caller wants someone out of here, so.
Oh, it just says those words?
Something along the lines. You can't quote me on that just yet.
Right.
I haven't memorized it. I was called here, I responded.
Yeah.
Now it's up to me to do my job.
Are you aware that concealing public record is a Class C felony?
GoatBoy knows all about misdemeanors and felonies. He told us he didn't have an arrest record. Yet Dr. Dave finds these mugshots. What's up with that, GoatBoy? Come on and tell us. Go ahead. Tell us. We're listening.
So where's this all coming from?
Okay,
What's
sure.
going
Yeah.
on?
If you like, look how they're looking through these people are very odd, very extremely odd behavior coming from government staff members. First thing I came in here and I asked them, I don't know who's at the counter, the employee that was at the counter. I don't know what their title is. I can't assume what their title is. So what I could do is I could ask the first person I come in contact with if they know the total amount of operating budget for this public agency.
Okay.
They could answer they do know or they don't know. If they don't know, it'll make sense to to ask somebody higher up and see if somebody else knows.
Yes.
Instead, she threw her hand up and said, "Are you filming?" I said, "Yes, I am. I'm monitoring government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest." She started becoming hostile and very belligerent. She picked up the phone, called the police. I said, "That's not needed." She went back there. Now 3-4 employees keep peeking through that counter there. Instead of coming to address this appropriately to see what this man is here for, because there's a right and there's a wrong.
Oh, yes, indeed, Georgie boy. There's a right and there's a wrong. And then there's the brain, of which you have none. Did you go to see The Wizard of Oz yet, GoatBoy?
In the end, these people messed up very bad. Very bad. But if you'd like to go interview them, we're going to see what they come up with on your body cam. We're going to have them incriminate themselves on your body cam. I'm sure your body camera is going to be on when you're interviewing them, audio and video, right?
Yes. It's
Sure.
always on.
Yep,
It's
that's
on right
good.
now. It'll always be on.
Interview them, let them incriminate themselves, and then we'll have a chat after they decide what they want to come up with.
Yeah, so trying to get his side of the story. I heard a lot of words, but I still don't understand what's going on.
My understanding, second, was that she asked him to stop recording, and he was recording her in her computer,
Okay.
and I wasn't here, and asked him to stop recording. And she didn't give permission. That's what I heard. That's all I heard.
So you came in here to ask the workers questions, or are you a member here? Are you working out here? What's going on?
Well, I already discussed everything to you. You mentioned that you didn't understand me speaking clear English to you.
Why do you have to be such a smartass all the time, Georgie boy? Why can't you just explain things in simple English of what you want? Oh, that's right. English is not his first language. My bad. And why can't you look this up at home on the internet? Oh, that's right. I forgot. His mama told him he can't use the internet anymore because he didn't clean up the backyard and all that goat dung that's laying around.
There's a
You
lot
want to go ahead and interview them?
A clear message
Ma'am,
wasn't relayed.
wouldn't it make sense if you bring out the complainant to see their side of the story?
I'm just turning off the
Right.
computer. He
Well-
asked me a question. I was being respectful.
Right.
This
Wouldn't
is
it
my-
make
this is
sense?
my supervisor.
Wouldn't it make sense if you bring out the complainant so they could give their side of the story?
To be really honest with you, sir, I'm not going to engage with you. I'm going to hand it off to my supervisor. I'm just going to turn off the computer because there's confidential stuff there that she asked me to turn off. That's
Right, but I didn't point my camera at that computer, and if there was confidential stuff, it's still in public sight, plain view.
What can I help you with?
Okay, that should have been the reasonable question instead of getting police involved.
Yeah,
Right now, the employee sitting at this desk here, what's their first name?
I don't understand why that's not important.
It is important because that person committed a crime.
I totally understand that you are here looking for whatever information. So am I
Hold
able
on,
to
ma'am.
get your contact information and we can be able to provide any of that for you?
Recording her.
1 second, please.
Might be recorded. You said
Officer, let me ask you a question. Do members of the public, private citizens, have a right to record government employees in the official course of their duty? Do you believe that's right? 1 second.
Oh, Georgie boy here claims that he wants to be a public official one day. Oh, I hope that comes true, because I'm going to drive to Chicago and record the piss out of him every chance I get. And I'm going to say, you're a POS, a public official servant, and I can record you in the course of your duty. Won't that be fun, good people, if we could record GoatBoy all day long? Oh, yeah, Georgie.
I believe so.
You believe so? Members of the public,
Record sensitive information on their screen if that's.
I
what you're
didn't
doing.
record the screen because the screen is facing the other side.
Yeah, you weren't
Yeah.
up on their face or anything with it.
No, I didn't record the screen. I'm recording from this portion here towards the government employee as they committed a felony. Okay, well, a misdemeanor as of right now, because they committed disorderly conduct, 26-1. They phoned the police knowing at the time there's no crime being committed, about to be committed, or in the commission of a crime. That's a disorderly conduct. So the employee who decided to call the police here, I'm going to obtain that audio phone call, and later I could follow up with the DAs to see if they want to press charges. Because if these people had any rationale, and I know the supervisor right here, I could see the disdain in her eye. She doesn't want to know what my purpose is here for. She just wants to move things along and excuse her employees' behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I told you once before, and I tell you again in front of these officers here. This is a public body here. This is a park district belonging to a tax-paying government. They're required to prominently display specific records.
Oh, yes, indeed. These records must be prominently dee-splayed at all times. And if they're not, you could be headed for court. You may face litigation. Now, if you don't know what the word prominently means, GoatBoy has the definition of it here. He didn't know what the definition was either till he looked it up. Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. He's got a checklist, and he's going to go through and check no. Then you'll be in trouble with the State Attorney General's office.
They have to have their total amount of operating budget. Before we continue here, what is your name and identifier?
Available on our website, sir.
And your star?
550.
You are, sir?
Officer Ward, 543. Is there information we can help you get?
Okay, so the police
I don't
is...
know what information you're looking
The
for.
police is not responsible for handling these requirements here? Right. Okay.
There's really nothing to be confrontational about. I mean, we're able here to help you. So if you just let us know what you're looking for, be more than happy to help that along.
Do you know how you make yourself look when you say there's no need to be confrontational? When your employee was the one who was confrontational and called the police, instead of being an adult,
She's just trying
She
to
can call,
protect
anyone can call the police. That's
right,
Yeah.
but there's no crime committed.
This is an open building.
So,
Things happen
someone
all
you
the
can call
time,
the
sir.
police and when
Police emergency is for an emergency.
No one said this was an
It's
emergency.
not, you can't deem an emergency no more than I can deem you an emergency. I have to be respectful of you, and you have to be respectful back to the person who feels uncomfortable.
Ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
She's not ignorant. She felt the need, whatever reason she felt. And so I think what we want to do right now is you.
Let's move forward.
Oh, we'd like to move forward, Georgie boy, but you're a clown. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Yeah. Hey, you look real good in this picture, swilling down those Coronas. GoatBoy always used to call me a drunk POS. Now you're the drunk POS, public official servant.
Well, I want to hear you.
Sure.
But what we want to do is get you the information that you were looking for. But we also want to respect police officers who have a job that you respect very much.
What was your title before we continue?
I'm the sports supervisor. She's my boss.
Okay. What is your title and your name?
I'm the Recreation General Manager.
Great.
My name is Caitlin Paconin.
What's the first name of the FOIA officer for this public body?
Michelle Parsons.
Is he or she
Steve Wilson.
right? Is he or she available to speak to at this second?
They're not at this building.
They're-
They're at our administrative building, but you are more than welcome to fill out a FOIA request. We have all that information on our website.
Okay. I'm not sure what you have on your website. You didn't verify or confirm, nor are you aware of what I'm asking for you to tell me it's on your website. What do you believe I asked for you to tell me it's on the
I've been
website?
trying to get that information,
Right.
and I haven't been able to get that from you.
So how
I'm here
yeah.
to help.
So how could you guide
how can I
how possibly could you guide me online if you're not even sure what I'm here for?
Have I not asked
She's
multiple
asking
times?
what you want.
Right.
How many?
What would
you
you
need?
like?
Yes, and I did explain that. And instead of the
I don't
employee,
understand why you're trying to beat up an employee that's our front desk worker that's just here to help and serve people. She does not.
no, that's a
away-
crime. You said beat up.
There's nothing.
GoatBoy would never beat up anything, would you, GoatBoy? He likes to look at goats, though. Don't you, sweet thing?
There's nothing
No.
What
to do.
information do you need from them?
That's
Sure.
all we're asking.
Yeah.
Be specific of what you would like.
Under Section 4 of the Freedom of Information Act, requires specific records to be
Is this an
prominent.
education lesson again, or you're not asking what do you need? What are you looking for?
That's what I'm getting to.
Okay, got it.
So, under Section 4 of the Freedom of Information Act, requires specific records to be prominently displayed. And believe me, I've been to over 500 agencies. 70% are respectful, forthcoming, cordial employees, ethical. 30% are like this. But now the thing is, what's required
Why
to
are we not getting to
what's
our
what's
question?
required to be.
We're trying to help you, sir. We really are.
No, you're not.
If we weren't trying to help you, you know.
What are you looking for? Since
Yeah.
we've been here, they have been respectful to you.
What is the total amount of operating budget for this public body?
I do not.
Georgie Boy thinks he's some kind of an accountant. What is the total operating budget? Do you know the difference between a balance sheet and a statement of cash flows? Do you know the difference between those two financial statements? I highly doubt it, boy. I highly doubt it.
Have that information at my fingertips, but we would be more than happy to send that to you if you fill out a FOIA request, and you can get whatever information you'd like.
Okay, this is something that does not require a FOIA. This is something.
It's also public information on our website if you wanted to go on our website, or you can submit it at our administrative building in
Okay,
person.
1 second, ma'am. This is records that shall be already prominently displayed according to the section. Also, these records are to be furnished immediately according to the statute.
Okay.
Each public body shall prominently display at each of its regional or administrative office each of the following. The purpose of this agency. Is the purpose anywhere?
Is this an education lesson?
No,
or-
I'm asking.
I really do have to get back to work. So if there's anything, I can give you my business card. I can give you the business card or information of
Link
somebody
to the
else.
website.
No, not a link to the website. Here, you know what? Here, since
I
she's
just don't really have time. So I
since
tried
this
to help,
manager
I just
since
don't
this
really have-
manager is specifying what she's specifying, I'll make it very clear.
Now, GoatBoy, do you believe this lady to be an unspecified specifier, or do you believe her to be an interloper? Which is it, GoatBoy? Speak up, boy.
This is gonna go real bad for you folks because the video the keyword is maybe viewed by over 100,000 people with your belligerent staff member. So this is what I'm here for, ma'am. It is highlighted right here. The statute is better than I could tell you. Here's what I'm here for.
If you need anything,
I'm through talking with you. That's what I'm here for. It's all in writing. It's all in writing. I'm not going to say anything
You're
further.
asking for things to be prominently displayed. What I would suggest, and what she suggested is, she would give you the number to the admin office, which is down in Wilmette, and you can talk to Michelle Parsons or Steve Wilson.
That's not how the statute reads.
Well, we're going to help you. to get, so you get the information you want. It may not be looking like you exactly want, but we are trying to help you and facilitate this with you.
Okay.
So we're trying to be respectful of you.
Ma'am, I try to be respectful, and I'm still respectful.
And
I have a checklist, and I have a checklist.
Nobody gives a damn about your checklist, and nobody gives a damn about you pretending to be a FOIA investigative auditor. And nowhere near 100,000 people are going to see this video. You must be smoking that goat tongue out of the backyard again, boy.
The bombarding and the confrontation.
Well, I'm not first of all, we would have to define.
Being a little confrontational, and we're here to help. And I just
Can I go copy this so I can pass this along? And would you like?
Yes, you could make a copy of that. That's not a problem. But now the thing is, ma'am, that these records, beyond them, have to be prominently displayed. Sure, we'll chat when you come back. So as of right now, there's two sides to the story, right? And there's you guys' report. You're going to take their side of the story, which they already incriminated themselves. You're going to take my side of the story. The reason why they incriminated themselves is because these records are to be prominently displayed. They're not. So now I believe that there's an official misconduct when somebody intentionally or recklessly fails to perform a mandatory duty required by law. Now, since these records are not prominently displayed, I believe somebody's concealing them, which is a felony. But also in that statute, it mentions that these records have to be prominently displayed. Beyond that, these records have to be furnished immediately.
Well, good people, I have to leave the video there because it's 1 hour and 4 minutes and we've only gone through 20 of it. Yeah, I'll bring it to you tomorrow. But this video may not be seen by 100,000 people because GoatBoy's back to filing his copyright strikes. He's real butthurt. I wrote to him and told him copyright strikes don't do anything to a channel anymore. Whether he listens or not, I don't know. Maybe we need to send him an email and let him all know that we care about him. What do you think, good people? He called this woman, what, belligerent and hostile? He's the one that's belligerent and hostile. Yeah, well, we'll see how this works out tomorrow. But in the meantime, if you enjoy watching stupid people do stupid things on my channel, please subscribe. Because when it comes to frauditors like GoatBoy on YouTube, the stupidity is endless. He'll do anything for clicks and views that he has to on his pitiful little channel because he wants records prominently dee-splayed. He thinks he's the State Attorney General, don't you, GoatBoy? Yeah, well, hey, check out my other channels, including Dr. Dave, Debunker of Frauditors and Soft-Sits. And then there's my main channel, which has over 6,000 video uploads for your viewing pleasures. GoatBoy, find a job. Why can't you find a real job, boy? Is that arrest record from your past haunting you? Is that why you can't find a real job, sonny boy? Yeah, ask your mama. Help you out. Cheers to that.
An ordinances book. Yep, that's correct. Come again. Is there any reason why these officers are here?
I got permission.
Sir, you cannot film in here.
Because the information you're providing is unlawful.
I don't want you filming it.
Call the sheriff. I have permission.
I don't want you to film.
Don't get close to me.
You want to go that route? What is the reason for calling the officers here? I want to know what your job title is to see if you're able to assist.
Who are you?
Who am I? Who's the one who called the officers in the first place? Because this may become a legal suit now. This is transparency. I'm conducting an audit. While I wait for the clerk to show me the statute about freedom of information, I need to do an inspection on the town, city, zoning and ordinances book.
I have permission. I have permission. I have permission to film here, sir.
Ma'am, please ask your superior before disrespecting somebody of the public. Where's the water department for this town?
Don't yell. I'm talking to you softly. Why are you yelling at me?
Sir, please stop recording me.
Okay, I need to do an inspection.
I understand that. Please stop recording me right now. You do not have my permission to record me.
Okay, is your facility open to the public?
Not currently.
Not currently, okay. Okay, can you comply with my request? Where's your water department? Ma'am, you're totally wrong. This would become a legal matter if you choose to go this route. Should I go over FOIA law with you?
No, I don't need to do that.
Show me the statute.
Sir?
Can you show me the statute?
Sir. Who are you with?
What do you mean, who am I?
Who are you with?
What do you mean?
I have the right to record, ma'am. I have permission here with me.
I'll be waiting for the statute. Thank you.
I'll be waiting for the book, sir.
Ma'am, this is going to turn out a legal matter.
Okay, sir.
This is going to become a legal matter.
Please comply.
Pass. I got a pass.
Along with an inspection on the zoning and ordinances book. I'm gonna be conducting some business here. I'm gonna be recording it.
Ma'am, it's up to you, ma'am. There may be a suit in the court of law for non-compliance. What do you mean who I'm with, ma'am?
I don't know what you want.
I don't know why you're giving me a hard time or a bad attitude. In order to do an inspection on a book readily available. Hi, ma'am. What's your first name?
How can I help you, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me what's your first name?
Who are you?
The budget book, ma'am. I need to do.
I don't have. If you want to have a seat, I'll.
Sure, that's fine. Ma'am, I have permission to film.
I have permission. I have permission here. Well, you see, the thing is, my good man.
Anyhow, compliance is the key, folks.
Where does it state that?
Ma'am, I need stamped copies of these FOIA here.
Can I help you?
Yeah, sure, possibly.
I'm acting as press, ma'am. First Amendment.
I also have permission here with me.
Okay, ma'am, you also have to abide by 2635.101 basic obligations of public service.
Sir, I'm abiding by the statutes. It does not require a name in order to obtain record.
Okay, well, you're talking unlawful. You're talking incorrect. That is not true what you just stated. Come again?
Very rude.
I'm not rude. It all shows on camera. You're the one who's rude.
Well, anyhow.
No one really cares.
No one really cares?
An inspection, if I wanted to take digital photocopies.
No, you cannot.
Absolutely, I can,
No,
ma'am.
you cannot.
Please comply with the law. Are you refusing service? Just tell me you're refusing service. Hand me over your business card and you will be hearing from my lawyer. If you go ahead and record, that means you're creating a public record and you cannot delete that off your personal phone. Your personal phone becomes a public record.
That's fine. I'll record it.
Okay. Well, sir, there's options to conduct business in person. You can't refer everybody to online. I'm not going to refuse my identification. However, I have not committed any crime. You cannot articulate that I have broken a law. Here's what I will tell you. Ma'am, there's no expectation of privacy in public.
You could just call me sir.
I'd like to file a police report of non-compliance about a employee that works here. Sir, I don't answer any questions.
You don't respect me. Why would
So therefore, I'm not obligated to provide any identification in this matter.
you talk about my wife? What does my wife have to do with anything?
No, I'm not providing an address, ma'am. I'm doing a general inspection.
What does my wife? Why put up a picture and say that's my wife of a goat?
Not in my uniform, however, I do have my clipboard with me. That is not lawful what you told me.
We're gonna have a ball at your cemetery. We're gonna bring you a rose, okay? We're gonna bring you a rose and we're gonna say you were dishonorable. He's attached to the affidavit too. He's part of the enterprise. You drew first blood. Just like you do with all these auditors, you draw first blood. In the next 3 days, I'm going to have a criminal enterprise community section, and it's going to be real well detailed. I got an attorney that's helping me draft it up and write it up. Scumbag. You're just a plain scumbag, man. You want to say why I'm upset and stuff. We're going to prove that you are breaking U.S. code. If I really wanted to be petty, I would take you to court.